Hello guys, Navneet here, back with another video. Today's video will be on hair tutorial. So hair tutorial basically इसीलिए because I recently watched Karan Johar's episode with Vijay Deverakonda and I saw his hairstyle and I was pretty impressed because बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा hairstyle है and I think that is very popular in India because slick back plus some amount of puffiness in the top, so that brings out a lot of good hairstyles. So उस hairstyle copy करने की कोशिश करेंगे हम. For the hairstyle, what do you need first is you need a few products. You can either go with a styling pomade or you can go with a wax. I'll be going with a wax because I need it to be much more stiff. Nextly, you will be needing a blow dryer. So blow dryer and wax के हिसाब से हम सारा काम कर लेंगे. And talking about the length of the hairstyle before we dive into the hairstyle, the length of the hairstyle should be, I think that the top should be somewhere reaching down to the nose, maybe to the lips, to the lower lips, but उतना length नहीं है मेरा अभी actually. And for the sides, I think that the sides are good in proportion because I just had a recent trim. So sides के लिए भी आपको मुझे लगता है कि sides you have to match it according to with the hair, because if you go with a very short side वो उतना match नहीं करेगा. So we'll be trying to maybe process this hairstyle as close as possible to Vijay Deverakonda's hairstyle, and let's see what happens. So first off, we'll be dampening our hair and then we'll be starting the tutorial, so stay tuned till the end. Once you're done with the first step, that is you have damp hair. अब हम दोस्तों क्या करेंगे, we'll be trying to blow dry your hair. And before blow drying दोस्तों एक चीज़ आपको बहुत अच्छे से याद रखनी चाहिए is that you do not blow dry your hair directly. कभी भी अपने hair directly blow dry मत करें. First of all, you try to use towels and other natural means by which you can blow dry your hair. And naturally अगर आपका hair dry होता है, that is much more effective, that is much more vital for your hair because hair उससे ज़्यादा आपका थिन नहीं होगा, हेयर लॉस की प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होगी. सो वो सब चीज़ें हैं. And then we'll be moving on to blow drying your hair. So this is step 2, that is blow dry your hair. For blow drying and to achieve the hairstyle, what we'll be doing is first of all we'll be trying to push our hair. So आगे का जो है, अगर आप उसका स्टाइल देखोगे आप देखोगे कि आगे का जो हेयर है that is pushed behind. So ये हेयर हम पुश करेंगे साइड में, and this hair, this side partition can go backwards. So this is the typical hairstyle which he has followed, and I think that it looks great nowadays because nowadays this is the hairstyle which most of us want to achieve. And even with this, even with a comb ये hairstyle achieve हो जाएगा, but I think that it has a lot of free flow right now. So बहुत ज़्यादा flow हो रहा है, and we'll be trying to make it much more stiff. So stiff इसलिए because maybe after a couple of hours अगर आपका hair आपके hold में नहीं है, so you can reapply the wax and all of this process can be avoided. Let's start with the process 2, that is blow drying your hair. So as you can see guys, we are done up with the blow drying, and now is the time when you apply the wax. जैसा आपने देखा दोस्तों, I have pushed my hair in the opposite direction. So जिस direction में हमें चाहिए hair, उसके opposite direction में push करेंगे, so that once we try to push it backwards, एक ज़रा quiff आएगा, एक quiff fold आएगी. So that is because जब आप इस हेयर को, जैसे अगर आप इसने अपने इस डायरेक्शन में पुश किया है, when you try to push it backwards, you can see there is a quiff formation. So एक quiff formation होगा, which is much more important because इसी को हम पीछे पुश करेंगे. So we are done with the blow drying process, and for blow drying process the temperature setting should be मिनिमम. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कोल्ड एयर से करो, आप हॉट एयर से भी मत करो. यू डू इट जैसे मैं यूज़ करता हूँ, आई यूज़ इट इन बिटवीन. सो हाई प्रेशर, येस प्रेशर आप हाई कर लो बिकॉज दैट इज़ नो इशूज़, बट बी वेरी केयरफुल विद द टेम्परेचर बिकॉज एट हाई टेम्परेचर्स योर हेयर टेंड टू बिकम मोर ब्रिटल और हेयर लॉस होती है. सो इसीलिए avoid using high temperature. Let's move on with applying the wax and trying to get the final finish. So step 3 is applying the wax, and you can apply any form of wax. You can go for a pomade. Pomade may you get a better wet look, but we are going for something more of stiffness. And stiffness के लिए I think that spider wax is one of the good waxes because this comes from a very cheap brand. The brand is Taprin, and the wax is not itself very expensive. This comes at around the price of 200 rupees. So 200 रुपये में ये wax आ जाता है, and I think that any wax will do. Try to avoid matte finish waxes. Try to go with something more, let's say, which gives you a glossy finish because glossy finish may look much better. So once you're applying the wax, try to push your hairs in the backward direction, in the opposite direction. So जैसे हमने blow dry इस direction में किया था, push करेंगे hair को इस direction में, and what we will be seeing that yes, somewhat अगर आप push करोगे, so you will be able to achieve the hairstyle. And There are also different tools, आप tools भी use कर सकते हो. One good thing, one good habit is that before you, when you go to sleep, try to use these hair bands, because hair bands काफ़ी अच्छा help करते हैं when you're trying to push your hair back. At times it can cause headache, I know, but still this is the best way to push your hair back if you are preparing for an event or an occasion. So this is, so for an occasion or an event you need to get this. So we have applied fair enough amount of wax, and ज़्यादा वैक्स इसलिए लगाना पड़ रहा है दोस्तों बिकॉज साइड के बाल लंबे हो गए हैं काफ़ी. एंड आई थिंक दैट वी आर डन विद द वैक्सिंग प्रोसेस. सो वैक्स का प्रोसेस हो चुका है कंप्लीट आई थिंक. एंड मोर ओवर यू विल ट्राई टू स्प्रेड द वैक्स अक्रॉस द हेयर. ऐसा नहीं कि आप एक डायरेक्शन में लगाओगे, यू ट्राई टू स्प्रेड इट इवनली, विच विल गिव यू समथिंग सॉर्ट ऑफ अ फिनिश्ड लुक. सो द फिनिश्ड लुक इज, I think this is more of a finished look, and this is the look we were going for, and I think that we have achieved the look because dosto, as you can see, there are some prerequisites before you try to achieve this look, and the first thing is that you need straight hair. So if your hair is not straight, if it is curly, go for a straightener or go for a permanent straightener, आप जो करवा लो, but I'll suggest you only to go with this hairstyle when you have straight hair, because curly hair में I think that it will get a lot of messed up and you won't be able to achieve the hairstyle. And one thing you need to be careful is that you need to apply wax moderately, not too much, because you need some free flow in the hair. So free flow के लिए I think that some amount of wax is enough, and I think that we have achieved the final hairstyle. So the final hairstyle looks much more similar. I think do let me know in the comment section how close do you think the final hairstyle is, and if we can do some other hairstyles. So I am trying to grow my hair. The next hairstyle video will be with the KGF star, and that is Superstar Rocky. So उनका हेयर स्टाइल कॉपी की कोशिश करेंगे इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो, एंड बाय टिल दैट टाइम आई थिंक दैट विल बी मेकिंग परफ्यूम वीडियोज. सो इफ यू हैवंट वॉच माई परफ्यूम वीडियोज, यू कैन वॉच माई परफ्यूम वीडियोज. आई मेक अ लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट ऑन perfumes. I do the reviews. If you want, you can find alternatives and cheap alternatives to different fragrances. That was the first tutorial. I think that I don't know that this is the best tutorial. I am the best person to help you with this, but sure, I think that when it comes to grooming, I think we all of us have or special talents, and I think that apart from perfumery, one good thing is that I try to maintain my hair a lot. I have used a lot of products. We'll be reviewing hair products soon, because I think that is a genre which is much unexplored in India. और hair product इसलिए because I think that बहुत लोगों को ज़रूरत है आजकल, and hair loss and hair problems are very common in India. So उसके for that purpose I'll be trying to make more hair product reviews as well, ताकि you'll be safe and you'll know which product is safe for you. That being said, I hope I have tried to make a similar hairstyle, and that was the hairstyle. Signing off, Navneet. I hope all of you have a good day ahead. Do let me know in the comment section down below that is this hairstyle very similar to Vijay Deverakonda's hairstyle, and what are the miss and matches. So signing off, Navneet. I hope all of you have a good day ahead.